What's up, guys, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We have some upgrades to the real-life setup, baby. I'm really excited about this. Look at the size of this wheel, man. I just completely redid my entire sim setup. Got some new components, new wheelbase, new wheels, all kinds of stuff. Spent pretty much all day working on that, and we are here checking it out for the very first time here in Farming Sim. Okay, so as I was editing this video, I thought it might be kind of fun for you guys to see it from my perspective. Now, first of all, I'm sorry about the mess. The office is a work in progress. Obviously, cable management over here. We've got like old PS5 down there because it's been replaced by the PS5 Pro. A bunch of wine because this is the coldest room in the house. I'm going to be reorganizing this. All of this is going to be tidied up. I think we're going to flip the sim around and mount a TV back here and stuff. It's going to look really, really good when it's finally done. So if you guys want a final tour, we can do that. But yeah, this is the new setup here. I've upgraded the sim, added some extra side rails and stuff for Flight Sim. No free game here. No free shout outs. I reached out to them. I never heard back. So I was kind of sad about that, but I'm just kidding. I've been pretty happy with it so far. So yeah, it's a Moses system and they have this wheel that, as far as I know, they're the only people that do this giant like farming truck sim wheel. Look at this. You've got the turn signals and stuff on there. You've got all your volume controls, high beams, low beams. You can fully customize all of this, and just like the sheer girth of this is amazing. And look at this thing, dude. Don't worry, we're gonna reload before we destroy all of our crops here. But yeah, this, I don't know, I've had, you know, sims and racing games and stuff before with wheels, but like being able to have this big wheel is just really, really cool. So I'm really excited about this, and we also have some other upgrades coming I'll tell you guys about later on in this video. But back to the gameplay. I'm thinking today, obviously we want to advance some time. We're still in August. Every time or every day in game is a month, and every time you sleep you can skip forward. So we're going to plan to sleep today. But I did notice that some of our fields, you can see in the bottom right, weeds are starting to grow. So I think anything that we planted, we really want to make sure that we're keeping the weeds out of that. The thing is, weeds have a few stages, and you want to make sure you catch them early. We're going to have to get a weeder and stuff, but if you don't catch them early, they become a lot bigger problem. So here we go, baby. Oh my goodness, we got the big dog here. This feels amazing. I love this so much. We are going to have to play some American Truck Simulator at some point, but we're going to back this guy up way here. Go ahead and attach them, and all right, so I'm thinking we'll probably we've got lime in this already. Our lime was over on the left. We're just gonna let the workers do this so that we can take our other tractor. We're gonna pick up a weeder, and I did see that we gotta reattach to this. I did see that you guys said that we can actually get a bale spike and kind of like a front loader attachment and stuff for that, so that should be kind of fun. But all right, let's do a little bit here just to see what it looks like. Using this big wheel is amazing, dude. This feels so good. But yeah, we'll just hire this thing out and we can go get in this bad boy. So I guess we're just gonna head straight into town. I think we saw in the last episode that we look at this, we got turn signals now too. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Not gonna look either way though, because that's too much work, but we can use our turn signals. We got a little horn. We can kind of take a peek-see here, but yeah, I think it's like $6,000 or $7,000. The problem is we don't really have a lot of money, and I think that's something that we need to focus on. Obviously, these fields are going to help us out here. Really want to make sure that we're getting to where we need to be. I wanted to work on a production chain, but it takes $288,000 for the granary production chain, so it's, you know, that's going to be a bit of a tough one to swallow. I think we really need to work on you know, getting our money up and pushing forward. Advancing production chain is going to be a huge thing for us. I'm also, I mean, you guys let me know. Obviously this is a sandbox game, so it's kind of what you make of it. Typically I love games like that because you don't have to do anything. You can do anything you want, but when you're coming into a game that you don't know what you should be doing, that makes it a little bit harder. See, I think we were looking through this before. I would imagine we just want to buy it, especially if it's cheap enough to be able to buy. Dude, there are so many options. Oh, there it is. Weeder's right there. Yeah, this Gorink Puler 600. It's only 6,500 bucks. Sounds good to me. I mean, we have spent every last dollar that we have, but we need to make sure that this crop comes through. See what we could do with this bad boy. Hopefully she's gonna make sure our crops are gonna be healthy by the time they get to full grown. Go ahead and back this thing up. I gotta adjust the tension on my brake pedal. It's I think more meant for sim racing. It's really tight, so I gotta get that thing figured out. But all right, here we go, back inside. Let's go get this thing home, and let's go get these weeds pulled before they get too bad. I was reading about it. Apparently, when they're light weeds, you can just do them with this. If they're heavier weeds, you've got to get a hoe to be able to get them out. And then if they get to the really bad stage and you really ignore them, then you have to spray for them, and there's a big penalty on your crop yield and stuff like that. So we're going to make sure we get on top of this early, and I think it's pretty aggressive looking, not going to lie. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support on the series thus far. I'm sorry I'm a bit of a noob. I understand that for sure. But we're going to get there. It's going to take some time. You know, most people have been super, super nice about it, and apparently you guys are really enjoying watching me put, like, the mower on the wrong side of the tractor and stuff like that. But, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I appreciate you guys' patience. Obviously, eventually we're going to learn our way around the game. It's just going to be a process to be able to get there. We kind of missed our turn, so we're going to take the long way home here. And it'll be fun, though. I think when you look at how this game started versus how it ended, I think it's going to be really interesting to see where we're at with that. So I guess I didn't see... I think the thing that's messing with me... Hold on. So this one, some of the spots need weeds. I understand that weeds will pop up in random places, and they're not always going to be, you know, consistent across everything. But then if we look at the actual map, it doesn't say that it has weeds. You can see it's just kind of grayed out here. It says that these fields over here have weeds, but it doesn't say that these do. So in game, it's saying they have weeds, but then on the map, it says that they don't. I guess I just don't understand why that is. I think this one over here has some weeds growing as well. So I mean, is this something that we can you know, plant the seeds and then immediately go through and weed, and then that way we kind of prevent the weeds from coming? Hopefully that's how that works. This one over here, I don't see needs any weeding, but this canola is the one that our grandfather already had planted for us, so maybe that's why. So our first time weeding, baby. Here we go. We are going to want to lower this bad boy. Oh, maybe not lower it yet. Let's get set up. I guess we could kind of fold it out so we can see where we want to be. That looks pretty good there. And then we can lower it a little bit early. That's fine. Are we weeding? I can't tell if we're actually weeding at this point. Hold on. We have a weed right here, so we're gonna drive through this. We're gonna see if we can get it. Just gonna crank this. I mean, it definitely feels like we're pulling some stuff here. Ah, yeah, I can see the marks and stuff now. Now there's no weed needing there. Okay, beautiful. So we're just gonna do the whole field with this. I'm sure our crops really love when we drive all over the place and drive across the rows and whatever else, but we're okay. Here we go, baby. Just gonna slowly but surely make our way through the fields here. Get all the way to the end. Make sure you go all the way. We can lift that up, and we're gonna come around. We're gonna work on our headland. Come across here, lower this thing down. Here we go. Looks like our worker has already completed the liming of that field over there. We're gonna have to go take care of that as well. I say let's weed this field here, and then maybe we can let them weed that one. Cattle are looking good. Their health is going up. They're up to 8% currently. I checked that right before we started this episode, so that's pretty exciting stuff there. They're going to get better. We've got Angus cattle, of course, so we're not going to be getting any milk from them. Eventually, we could get some milk-bearing cows, but, you know, we got to start somewhere, so hopefully we're going to be able to get them up to 80% happiness, and then that can be kind of another arm of our operation here. Start breeding some cattle, selling them to market once they get old enough, and, you know, everybody gets some nice steaks. We get a nice paycheck. And that is going to be our headland done. So now we're mainly going to ride rows. Try not to just run over all the crops here, Trev. Okay, so it's a very, I guess it's not that light of a line, but it's kind of a tough line to see what we've done and have it done here. We're at 7 miles an hour. We've got a cruise control button here. If it works, there it is. All right, look at this. No hands, no legs, no anything. We could just Just ride around and get it, baby. This brings a whole new level to it, dude. I have had the goal of upgrading to this for so long. I'm not done yet. I really want to like mount some monitors and stuff better and make it a little bit more permanent. But I have wanted to do this for so long. I need American Truck Sim on this. Like it absolutely has to happen. So hopefully you guys are ready for some Truck Sim videos. And then also we've got Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 coming out in about a week's time. So of course we're gonna be able to set up some joysticks and stuff and maybe have a yoke here in the middle. It's gonna be nice. We're looking good. I just want a more purposeful, you know, permanent setup, and we're working our way to that. It's so subtle, the difference between the actual, you know, weeded part of it and the open part, but hopefully this is working. Let's actually double check that again. I just want to see for sure. Is there anything in here? There's nothing that says that it has weeds. And I wonder, are we going to have to weed this again? I don't know. Like I said, everything is new to us here, so. All right, looking good. Really wish we had 2 weeders so we could have our worker working on the other one at the same time. I mean, it's $6,000. Technically, we could afford another one, but that feels like a bit of a waste of money. I don't think we really have cash to burn like that right now, so we're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, a little blood, sweat, and tears, and we're just gonna have to dig up this ground ourselves. I just love this so much, dude. This I wish I had just one field. Like, if I could have one field like this at my house and just, you know, one tractor. Don't need the animals, don't need anything else. Just one field to sit and mess around on and try to grow something. Like, this is insane. This is so freaking cool. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It is something that I think, you know, I'm going to look to you guys for ideas on where to go. I think our main thing is let's just get this first planting, harvest, whatever done. Let's sell it. Let's make some money. I have no clue how much money we're going to make. I'm hoping it's significant. We'll wait and see. But, you know, from there, it's literally like it's almost overwhelming how many options you have. So for those farm sim experts out there, would definitely be helpful. I think, you know, ultimately the thing that we have here is we're a guy from the city that has no farming experience, spent every last dime to be able to move out to the country, and we've got to make it work. We've got to be able to make money. We've got to be able to put food on the table, and whatever it's going to take, that's what it's going to be. Like, we're, you know, that's what we're role playing, but that's also literally what's happening. So hopefully we're going to be able to survive out here. Also, I bought this thing a long time ago, but I don't have a way to attach it to the side of the rig yet. But this is a farm stick, and it's like a big joystick. So when we have like buckets and loaders and whatever else, we're going to be able to control all the arms and everything all from that. So we're going to be set up here. This is going to be sick. So this field's been completely weeded here, looking pretty good. I guess we, while he's fertilizing over here, we might as well help him out. Hopefully not going to get in his way. Drop this thing down. Here we go. Kind of missed a little bit there. But we're going to start weeding. And hopefully that's going to prevent any issues for us going forward. Dude, this is so sick. Look at this. The two of us working together. Oh, I love it. We need more tractors. We need multiple weeders and stuff. We could have like, you know, 5 or 6 people all on the same field all at the same time. All the way to the edge. We'll flip this thing around. We're going to get our little headlands. Beautiful. Just like that. Starting to get the hang of it. Starting to work a little bit quicker. It's all about what you can get done in a day's sun rays. My biggest question is how much money are we talking here? You know what I mean? Like, are we... The amount of work... Oh, we should have turned earlier there, Trev. I have to back this thing up. But the amount of work that we have put into just these couple of fields, like, are we getting a couple $100,000 from this? Probably not. Are we getting like at least 50 or something? Like, I don't know what the what's it called is going to be looking like, but I'm really hoping it's going to be worth it, the return on our time here. It's also nearly impossible to tell what's been plowed and what hasn't here. And I think we're close. We might miss a little line here. We're just going to go along that white line there, and we're going to hope for the best. This guy coming behind us too, which is freaking me out a little bit. Shoot, I lost my line again. I think it's here. Might be a little bit closer over this way. Yeah, I think that's it right there. Let's hire somebody else to do this one then, just so we know that they do it right. No field found. What do you mean? Maybe I'm not supposed to be weeding this? Dude, why is it saying that we have weeds growing, though? And if I check over here and all the space that we've done, it's not growing. So maybe we don't technically have to do it yet, but it's working. The weeds want to grow in the next 12 hours. The weeds can grow in the next 12 hours. We're just going to go back to the house, and we're going to see what's going on. Oh, see, you know what? There was just a weed growing back there. I say we wake up at about 8 a.m. Looks good to me. Let's go to bed, and we are going to wake up in September. Looks like we've got a bit of a foggy morning. All right. Oh, we've got some growth in the crops, baby. Oh my goodness. Look at this. A field of dreams. All right. So this is 100% fertilized wheat, 95% bonus. We didn't do the rolling or the something else, which is fine. I'm not worried about that. So we lost 2.5% each. Let's check this over here. This is our canola that's looking good. It's 100. Oh, okay. So some of it's fertilized. Other parts of it are not. That part's 50, but most of it is 100%. We got a 97% yield bonus there. Oh, is this weeds? Is this what weeds look like over here? Are those medium weeds? Oh, no. We're about to find out. Now, this is a 50% fertilized canola, and this is a small weed. So I think... Now that we can actually see it, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, you can actually see them now. We were kind of pre-weeding it. I guess technically you can do that if you want to. The game won't let you, but if you know, sow your field and then go through and do the weeding prematurely, I guess it kind of lets you pick it up because you could see most of our lines worked. Our headlands worked. We just missed a couple spots, and that's because we really couldn't see much. But overall, we didn't do too bad. Question is now... It does show weeds. Okay, so we were just a little bit too early. That makes sense. Also, I think we take a look over here. Let's see if we've got some happy cows. How you guys doing? Health is at 57%. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Got 11,000 liters of food, 5,632 liters of water. It looks like we're actually doing pretty okay. I think I saw a comment that you guys said there's something I should spread out here. I'm going to have to go back and find that, but all right, cows are happy, and it appears so are the fields thus far. Let's get this thing down. We're going to get this weeded. We're going to finish up the fertilization. We're going to be good to keep advancing. Welcome to October. Ooh, okay, kind of some interesting looking skies here. Not going to lie, looks like we've got a bit more growth happening here. So this is wheat still growing, 100% fertilized, good to go. Could use some rolling and whatever else, but we're not going to do that. We've got a few more weeds in this thing that we could take care of. So we must have just missed a couple spots. That's fine. It's not a big deal. We should be able to handle this thing, no problem. Don't run into the cow pasture, Trev. I was trying to figure out how to right our camera here. Go ahead and get this thing unfolded. Pull out into the field. I would imagine you want it as little activity on your field as possible. Is there like a hand plow or something we could grab? I feel like that'd be pretty good. Something so you don't have to drive on it just for these couple of weeds here, but just gonna have to make sure we take care of these. Last one over here, and then we're gonna move on to September, dude. The year is flying by. Fortunately, we don't really have a lot to do when we only have $7,000 in our bank account, and we're waiting for our one and only source of profit to come through. If these crops don't end up okay and we did something wrong, we're gonna be in a world of hurt. Oh my goodness, dude. Look at the colors changing on this tree. This is beautiful. All right, how are the crops looking? Hopefully looking okay. Can definitely tell it's getting colder every morning. We're getting the low-hanging fog and everything. Ooh, okay. Our canola is really changing the way that it looks here. Wheat still looks pretty much the same. Oh, I just love all the trees changing colors and everything. This is so beautiful. We have lost the leaves on the trees. It is a frigid December morning, and we have officially hit canola selling season, baby. Ooh, is that... Are those little snow flurries coming down? Oh, dude. Okay, so it's getting a little bit chillier outside. That's okay. Looks like our wheat is still doing good. Just want to make sure that we don't have any weeds or anything in it. Double check our canola as well. 100% fertilized, no weeds. So I guess once you weed once, you don't have to weed again. Cows are looking good. They're getting a little chilly out there. We should go get them some coats or something would be kind of nice. So we can sell... directly from this, right? I think. I'm not exactly sure how it works. We did that one job with Grandpa. The farmer's market is fairly far away. They're going to buy it for 211.12, 2124, grain barge terminal 2. I mean, that's pretty good. Maybe we take it there. I'm going to tag that place. It's close, and they're going to pay a pretty decent price for it. So we're going to grab all of our canola. We're going to get 6,000 liters of canola, 6,161. We've got it marked on our map, 415 meters that way. That's really not bad at all. This is a best case scenario, baby. Here we go. All right, be careful. Don't get going too quick, but we're going to go make a little delivery here. We're finally making some money, baby. Finally getting paid back for all the work that we've been putting in. It feels good. Little run to town. I really want to plant that field. That's going to be a major focus of ours in the next planting season. That's our biggest field that we have over there. That thing is absolutely beautiful, so we're going to have to make sure that we take a peek at that and see what we can get into. Just a cold, wintry December morning, and we are about to go get paid. So we've got almost a full trailer of canola. This is going to be a big one. Get our turn signal on. All right. Really curious what the payment is going to look like here. And I'm really hoping we're going to be able to make some decent money. Stop sign, not going to pay attention to it. Here we go, baby. Pull in here. I feel like it's this, but that looks like it's closed. Are these guys not open or something, or how? It says we're good to dump it, so we're... Oh, okay. We're making money, baby. Here we go. So we had, what, like $7,000, and that was, you know, about a $12,000 come up there. Interesting. So yeah, that definitely looked like it was closed. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, but that's all right. So we're going to get this thing turned around. And we need to get back up to the main road, get back to our house. Look at the puddles on the road and everything. This is amazing, baby. Still have some of the leaves left over from when the trees were losing their leaves. I think it's going to turn nice and gray here soon for the winter time. Like how I use my turn signal, but I just straight up don't look left and right. It's a slow turn. Like I just feel like it's not really fully worth it. We've got $19,000 now, dude. That feels pretty good. We're actually going to be able to buy some things, do some things, make some money, that kind of thing. We probably, I mean, honestly, so that's getting taken care of over there. Our workers working on that. That's good. We probably could run some contract work as well. We haven't really done much contract work lately. Bit of a tight squeeze here, but we can get this thing lined back up. Be able to take that, use that later when we need it. Could check on our cows, make sure they're good. They go through way less food and water than I thought. That is amazing. And they're at 100% health. Let me check their happiness and see if they're starting to reproduce. I actually feel like we're starting to get the hang of this. Reproduction's at 30%. 30% here. All right, one of these days we're going to wake up, we're going to have a calf. It is full on snowing, dude. This is amazing. Okay, so the contracts change. Obviously, we don't have any grass mowing ones here in the winter when it's snowing and stuff. We've got cultivating, which would be pretty easy. We've got dead wood. Cut down all the dead trees. Each tree is already marked. You can sell them afterwards. That's pretty cool. We've never, I mean, we could try that. At this point, we're just kind of waiting for crops to grow and waiting on our worker to finish cultivating that field anyway. So this is a pretty cool looking machine, a John Deere FD50. Dude, there's something about a John Deere. That yellow and green, that is absolutely beautiful. So we're going to get in this thing. This is all we need. It's got a really silly little horn. Got the big dog here. And we are going to be riding dirty, dude. This thing is... Oh, we've got like a front axle turning thing here. Okay, this is weird. I like this, but I'm also a little intimidated by it. To be honest, this is something we probably want that thing that I showed you guys, so we can maneuver the handle and press all the buttons and we can move around and do all this stuff. Like it's gonna be so sick. I can't wait, but just waiting for some pieces to come in so we can mount it. It's all right though. So this thing, it maxes out at 11 miles an hour. We're making $1,000, but it's going to take us 1,000 years to get there. Viz is not great either. I feel like we could definitely lose a small sedan in the tree cutting apparatus that we have here in front of us. School bus is just gonna step out in front of us. Of course he is. All right, none of the traffic actually obeys the laws in this game. They just do whatever they want. This game is just so beautiful, dude. I love all the little marks on the road and everything. Like, this is just insane. Big old piece of machinery slowly going down the road, getting passed by everyone. Dude, this is sick. I love that all these, like, you can tell they were designed to be comfortable. Like, they're big industrial things, but they all have the huge windows. They've got tons of you know, sunlight and stuff coming in. A lot of them have like little moon roofs and stuff, like whatever we have in front of us here. They're, you know, they're purpose-built machines that have a job, but at the same time, they're taking care of those guys working hard inside of them, which is kind of cool. This is sick. All right, we're almost there. We've got like a racing seat in there too, with the harness coming through. I feel like that's a bit much for 11 miles an hour, but it is what it is. Here we go. Got a sawmill over here. Eventually, hopefully, we're going to be able to purchase some of the... Ooh, I can't see a dang thing. Hopefully, we'll be able to purchase some of these businesses, some of these production chain. I'm pretty sure it's, you know, you take your raw materials, you can turn it into stuff that's more important. Okay, so what? It said that the trees have been marked. What are we working with here? Ah, I see. They're marked with the ribbons. Ah! That's cool. Okay, what do I do with this now? Release the tree? Let her fall, timber! I gotta be honest, it's gonna be way easier to do this with a controller because you can move the camera around a little bit. We're at 28%. We're looking for trees that have been marked. I mean, this is a sick machine, dude. This is fun. It's big, but she is responsive. Look at the like dual axle steering. She turns on a dime. We got this one right here. Get our saw going. Yeah, it's way easier when you can fully use everything. All right, undo the saw, and then we can release the tree. It did say we could do something with the trees. I'm not sure what it wants us to do. I think it's kind of an optional thing. I don't think you have to. Can we go down this? I would imagine the thing about using the limbs after we've cut them down, we could, if we had like a truck, a saw truck, or a log truck and stuff, we could probably take that to a lumber mill and sell it, but we obviously don't have that ability or that machinery. Oh, we've got one right here. Okay, let's come up and get this one. There it is. Release it. They definitely could have made this a little bit easier on us in terms of being able to find the trees. I mean, I guess we can go all the way up here. It's just some of the trees, they have like one little mark on them right here, and then you got to be able to find that. Saw through that. Beautiful. Let her go. Dude, this one's beautiful. Look at like all the little buds on it. It's December. Everyone's lost all their hair and all their beauty, but he's just out here doing his best. They also trick us because it kind of looks like it's the red that they use to mark other trees. Oh, this one right here. Whew. See that? That's tricky. To be honest, I don't know how I feel about this. It's life, you know. Deforestation happens everywhere all the time. Shoot, I already lost it. Where was it? Over this one, over here to our right. It's got the mark on the back side of it, so you can't see it. But yeah, it's, you know, obviously it's not ideal to have to cut down trees. I feel a little bit bad here, but a paycheck's a paycheck. We got to get it done. All right. So we had to lease the vehicle for $200. We made $850. We can go ahead and collect that. I mean, that wasn't our best ever, but it's not terrible. Anywho, back at our own farm here. I think that's a good spot to stop this episode. That is officially our first year of farming, calendar year that is. We're about to get into January, and I think this snow is going to start sticking on the ground. So that's going to make for a really fun episode. Next episode, looks like our crops are doing pretty well. I'm going to work on getting these things cultivated, probably cultivate that field over there, get the workers working on it just so we're ready to plant when that time comes. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying. Thank you guys so much for watching. 1 year down, a whole bunch more to go, and we're going to play in the snow in the next episode. I'll see you guys there. Peace out.